and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football, and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Spartans will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, ball's out! Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Use the play fake, now to throw. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Diving for the score, and they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Each team has had a possession, and each team has made donations to the other defense. I mean, we talk about this all week of taking care of the football. Both offenses, a little bit out of rhythm, turning the football over. Got to do a better job of finding a way to maybe make some plays happen. Something, create a spark, somehow get your offense going.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Finds the tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm not talking about ranking trophies.
The Wolverines are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
He'll try it again. Oh, gave the defender the business. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Looking for room. It's Carter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Childs. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Morris.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
That last completion sets him up on second down. On the run, it's Edwards. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Orji. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll line up for a second down play. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Oh, it's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside and take advantage of it to make big plays.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Loveland. Touchdown, Michigan! And they strike first.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Childs. He's got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Belling. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Starts to scramble to the... And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. Looking for an open area. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Throws to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the Spartans send out the punt unit. The punter going to get... And they block it! And And after all of that, they'll take over inside their own 30-yard line. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Orji. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the air on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's got an open man. Just trucks through it. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Childs trying to get to him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Going up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Spartans want to move quickly. The give on the counter. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's open on the right, and it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. Bringing it back, it's Morgan. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. From the gun, the ground game. Makes one man miss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Snagged in the middle. It's Loveland. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game. They've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. The give to the tailback. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Loveland. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, man.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. On the move, it's Morgan. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Dropping back, it's Orji. Fires left. Makes the grab. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. Snowed under by the defense.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to bully their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
They'll run play action, buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Foster. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Childs. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They're going to throw it again. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Second and very short here for the offense. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Got his man on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's belly. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, you can tell this offense is frustrated, giving up another sack, and they're out of sync, out of sorts. They're just not used to this. This trigger man's usually good. This offense is usually good. They've had a day they would love to forget.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Childs. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Belling. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Childs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And the Spartans will punt this one away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Looking for a block. It's Morgan. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.